Alright, welcome to the Dalton Dispatch. The Bengals lost to the Denver Broncos in overtime, costing them a chance at the #1 slot and making it tough to get the #2 slot in the AFC. But hey, they're still in the playoffs and they're the chumps of the AFC North.
I think you mean champs, Anthony. And that's true, but this was just such a heartbreaking game. Look, in the first half of this game, AJ McCarron looked amazing. I mean, we picked up 7 of 8 first downs. McCarron was fitting the ball into tight windows the way a cat squeezes into a closing garage, getting rid of the ball and negating the Broncos' pass rush, the best in the league. Meanwhile, our defense looked great and Denver's offense couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, I even heard some Broncos fans actually booing their own team. Yeah, kind of reminded me of when you would disparagate the Red Dolphin guy.
Whoa. Okay. Let's change topics here. So after the hot start, what happened? What went wrong? Well, with about 2.5 minutes left in the first half, we missed a field goal. The Broncos come back and they get a field goal. They get the crowd back into it. And just like that, the momentum shifted. In the second half, we went 3 of 9 on third downs. McCarron was harassed regularly, not really given the chance to throw. The defense gave up huge runs, and we couldn't get to Cracker Rottweiler as much, probably because Geno Atkins was exhausted due to his illness. And finally, McCarron wasn't ready for the ball on that final play because he was trying to see how the defense responded to AJ Green shifting.
I mean, can you blame the kid? You know, just the other day, I'm waiting for my Pop-Tarts when the milkman knocks on the doorbell, and all of a sudden, they shoot out of the toaster, hit me in the face, and the doctor says I need glasses.
Right. Well, anyway, McCarron sprained his wrist on that play. We're all wondering, how long is he going to be out? To get that answer, we're going to go to Melissa and Marty McAfee, who are on the scene at the McCarron residence. Melissa, what do you got for me?
Haji, McCarron is in good spirits. He has very little pain and pretty good movement in the wrist. It looks to me like he'll be ready for the playoffs, and he might even play against the Ravens.
And Marty, do you want to add anything?
Well, he offered me the cookie with his left hand. That's a very good sign, folks.
Well, that's good to hear. But when he comes back, the team has to give him more help. I mean, he only got 77 yards from his running backs on 27 carries on Monday. That won't get it done against the best defense in the league. McCracken wasn't the problem this game, okay? It's about time the running backs step it up. And you know what? AJ Green needs to step up too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the way AJ Green slowed down on that catch, he looked like me when I have gas after eating too much eggplant, you know? I mean, that's my A game, but he's supposed to be a pro.
Well, you know what? I am glad you mentioned your tendency to overeat because it brings me to my horoscope. We have had a feast of beautiful moments this season, and we've had a lot of big wins. We're still guaranteed the #3 seed, and yet Bengals fans are losing hope everywhere because of our poor record in primetime games and injuries at the QB. I mean, worst case scenario, we start our 3rd string QB for our last regular season game. But I mean, his last name is winning, so how bad could it be? And 2 of those primetime games were on the road and down to the wire against the Cardinals and Broncos, 2 of the top teams in the league. In other words, we're getting closer to figuring it out. Colonel Sanders' famous recipe was rejected over 1,000 times before a restaurant accepted it, mind you. Sanders was a genocidal maniac. Billions of chickens have been wiped out so that the Führer's followers could lick their fingers. Or take Akio Morita. Morita's first 2 car companies failed before he founded Ford Motor Company and became the first to use the assembly line for cars.
Wait, wasn't that Harrison Ford or something like that?
You are missing the point, Anthony. You're missing the point. They are there, man. McCracken didn't fail because it was primetime, man. We were winning that game. Yes, our coaches were a little conservative. Yes, our defense wasn't all there. We were a mile high. It was hard to breathe, and yet we were winning. And you know what? We were dominating. We looked like the winning team for quite a while there, man. So we will continue winning. This team is in the playoffs. They are ready for the playoffs. I predict that in February I will be sitting and smoking an e-cigarette in Levi Stadium, watching the Bengals give it their best just like they did back in 1989.
By the way, Haji, do we have like a maintenance guy or something like that? Because the bathroom smells like kind of like eggplant, and I don't want to go in there. If you guys,
I think we fired him.